that he takes full legal responsibility for the deaths of their loved ones, Mr. Chair.
Yung nangyari pursuant to my order to stop the drug problem in this country, akin yun. Akin yun.
The Quadcom likewise recommends the filing of appropriate charges against the following: perpetrators of crimes against humanity, former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Senator Roland Bato de la Rosa, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, former PNP Chief Oscar David Albayalde.
Hello mga Kapinas TV! Dahil sa pag-amin ni dating Pangulong Duterte sa mga kasalanan sa war on drugs, ay mas lalong matibay ang mga kasong isasampa sa kanya at kay Bato de la Rosa, Bongo, Albayalde at iba pa. Ito ay kinumpirma ni DOJ Undersecretary Jesse Andres.
The DOJ will look at it and see if there are, it is time to file cases, what cases to file, how to produce the evidence that we will need to actually build the case up. So titignan pa yan, marami pa, kailangan pa i-assess na mabuti.
Based po doon sa Quadcom report na aming recently natanggap, ipagtitibayin po natin ang dagdag na investigasyon dahil po doon sa maraming mga naisiwalat at mga admissions na tinatawag ko ngang possibly self-incriminating admissions na naibigay po under oath doon sa Quadcom. Yan po ay part ng evaluation natin.
First of all, I wish to acknowledge your courage in taking full responsibility, full legal responsibility to all the victims of war on drugs, both legal and illegal, as you have mentioned, Mr. President.
Hindi ko na kontrolado kasi ma'am
And Mr. President, I wish to manifest that it is my humble opinion that one will not take legal responsibility unless there is no willingness as well to admit being behind all the killing incidents that transpired during the war on drugs. It is therefore the humble submission of this representation, Mr. Chair, that with that statement coming from the former president, he acknowledges that all the killing incidents during the war on drugs spring from his order to kill drug personalities.
The Quadcom likewise recommends the filing of appropriate charges against the following: Number 1, personalities linked to the illegal drug trade, particularly those implicated in the seizure of 360 kilograms of shabu in Mexico, Pampanga. Kai Ki Meng, alias also known as Willie Ong, Yang Jiazheng, also known as Eddie Taiyang, Mayor Teddy Tumang, and all the incorporators of Empire 999. Number 2, perpetrators of crimes against humanity under Section 6 of Republic Act 9851 or the Philippine Act on Crimes Against International Humanitarian Law, Genocide, and Other Crimes Against Humanity. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Senator Roland Bato de la Rosa, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, former PNP Chief Oscar David Albayalde, former PNP Chief Debold Sinas, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, and Hermina Muking Espino. Number 3, the co-conspirators in the murder of Chu Kintung, Li Lanyang, and Wong Mengpin, the 3 Chinese nationals killed inside the Davao Penal Prison and Penal Farm on August 13 of 2016. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, SPO4 Arthur Narsolis, and Superintendent Gerardo Padilla. personalities identified to be involved in the illegal drug trade during the course of the legislative hearings: Hong Ming Yang, also known as Michael Yang; Wei Xiong Lin, also known as Alan Lim; Charlie Tan, and Mr. Sammy Uy. Number 5, the chairperson of the PAOK directed the Anti-Money Laundering Council to file for court-issued freeze orders or provisional asset preservation orders against assets linked to unlawful activities. These include the following corporations: Lucky South Limited Corporation, Whirlwind Corporation, Biancham Holdings and Trading Incorporated, Empire 999 Realty Corporation, Sunflare Industrial Supply Corporation, Yatay Industrial Park Incorporated, Mexico 999 Industry Realty and Development Corporation. These actions underscore the progress achieved through our investigations in addressing systemic crimes and abuses.
Ang National Bureau of Investigation, kasama po ang Philippine National Police, ay nakikipagtulungan na po kasalukuyan sa ating Department of Justice para po mapagtibay ang ebidensya. So it is a big help that the Quadcom has already taken the cudgels for inviting certain important resource persons, at nun base po dun sa kanilang rekomendasyon nila, papatibayin po natin ang kaso, pero may due process pa din.
Magandang tanghali po, Yusek Andres. Hingi rin po kami ng update sa case build-up ng Task Force EJK. Kumusta na po ito?
Yan, tama po yan. Kaya po yung una kong naibanggit na naitatag po ng ating butihing Secretary Boying Remulla ang isang task force specifically aimed at investigating EJKs or extrajudicial killings. Nagsimula na po yan at marami na po tayong nakalap na ebidensya. But now, dahil po ang area of concern is something very broad that we call crimes against humanity at saka violation ng international humanitarian law. We have to understand the bigger context because these crimes can only be proven if this is taken in a bigger context on a national scope. So, yung initial po ng mga trust ng ating task force ay only for cases of murder. Kasi yun po ang normal na kaso kapag nagkaroon po tayo ng extrajudicial killing, normally ang maximum case is murder. So ngayon, iba na po. In addition to murder, we are also studying the possibility of filing violations of the international humanitarian law at crimes against humanity. At intindihin po natin na napakalalaki pong tao ang involved dito sa posibleng kaso na ito. Kaya po dapat matibay ang ating case build-up at ang pagtutulungan po ng DOJ with the law enforcement agents ay kailangan po natin gawing very thorough. I just like to add, kasi iba na po ang panuntunan ng Department of Justice. In line with our human rights reforms program, hindi na po probable cause ang basis ng filing ng kaso. Para isang tao po ay makasuhan sa korte, ang antas po ng ebidensya ay tinatawag nating prima facie evidence now with reasonable certainty of conviction in court. So, hindi na po tayo pumapayag ng harassment cases lang based on probable cause. Mali po yun. Kaya po ngayon, dapat po masinsin ang ebidensya, solid po ang ebidensya bago po natin kasuhan ang sino man tao, malaki man o maliit, in bilang pagtugon po sa dikta ng human rights.
Kabilang din po sa pinakakasuhan ng Quadcom ang ilan pang personalidad kaugnay naman sa pagkakasangkot sa illegal POGO activities, kabilang sina Attorney Harry Roque, Cassandra Ong, Alice Go at iba pa. Ano po ang magiging hakbang ng DOJ tungkol dito?
Nakafocus din po ang Department of Justice sa larangan po naman ng violation ng mga POGOs at saka doon po sa financial integrity issues, yung pong paggagamit ng foreign nationals, ng Filipino identity and acquiring Filipino property land in the Philippines. At isa pong task force din ang nakatutok naman dyan. Kaya tuloy-tuloy po ang investigasyon dyan, and I will make the same assurance that we will do our jobs very thoroughly, based on the evidence, we will give everyone a chance to present their side, but at the end of the day, based on evidence, we will hold those responsible for violations of the law legally accountable. And they will have to face their day in court in due time if the evidence so warrants. Pero tuloy-tuloy po kami ng pag-iimbestiga at may dagdag ko lang, both po dun sa first case, on EJ case, at saka dito po sa mga POGO, ang isa pong elemento para maging matagumpay po ang ating investigation at prosecution ay ang pakikilahok ng mga mamamayan. Yung community po, yung mga taong may kaalaman dun sa EJ case, dapat po maglakas loob din kayong tumayo para ipaglaban ang karapatan ninyo. Dahil ito na po ang pagkakataon na ang gobyerno ninyo ay tumatayo para sa inyo. Ngunit kung wala po kayong kooperasyon, wala po kayong lakas loob na makilahok sa proseso, masasayang po ang karapatan na pinaglalaban ng gobyerno para sa inyo. Ang isang elemento po ng 5 pillars of the justice system is the community. At yan pong mga independent na mga tao na hindi pa ho napatawag ng Quadcom, ngunit meron pong kaalaman sa mga krimen na iniimbestigahan, lumapit na po kayo sa Department of Justice. Meron po tayong Witness Protection Program at kayo po ay pakikinggan at protektahan para po maikasatuparan ang hustisya sa pakikilahok po nyo at pagtutulungan sa pag-imbestiga at pag-prosecute ng mga offenses na ito.
Nagustuhan mo ba ang video? Huwag kalimutang mag-like, mag-subscribe at mag-share ng video. Hanggang sa muli.